So your diesel heater is leaking or blowing a ton of smoke. Even if it ran fine for months or years without leaks, the issue probably lies in your installation in one of two forms. First, if your heater is mounted on its side, make sure that fuel inlet pipe is on top, as shown here. And while we're on the subject, join the Chinese diesel heater troubleshooting group on Facebook. It's actually one of the very few reasons I keep my Facebook account active. Next reason for leaks is going to be that the fuel tank is mounted higher than the diesel heater itself. Now, when new, the fuel pump acts as a seal in the fuel system. It only allows fuel to flow while in operation, and it stops the flow of fuel when it's turned off. However, as time goes on, the internal sealing ability of that pump is diminished. This won't cause any issues while the unit is running. It'll still pump all the same. The issue here is the siphoning effect that will eventually take place. Just as this fish tank siphon shows, once you have a liquid exiting a pipe at a lower elevation than the liquid source, that liquid is going to want to flow downwards. Now, if I pinch the pipe, I can block the liquid flow. This flow blocking was previously accomplished by your fuel pump, but that has now been compromised. So we need to install a fuel shutoff somewhere in this fuel line. I picked up this little fuel shutoff online, and I didn't have any more of the included rubber tubing, which I believe was 4mm inside diameter. But I did have fuel rated 1/8" inside diameter tubing handy. Now, I would fully recommend sizing up to a 3/16" fuel hose because I had a heck of a time getting this installed. I even snapped my fuel filter inlet while trying to push the hose on. Anyway, once you have your fuel shutoff installed, it's important to run your heater on max for a while to burn off all the pooled up diesel fuel sitting inside your burn chamber. This excess diesel is what causes the white smoke. Now, it's possible that you'll get this E08, which is an error for extinguished flame. And don't worry, that's just from the system working out any and all air that may have entered the fuel lines while you were installing your shutoff valve. Go ahead and let the unit finish shutting down from that error, and then start it back up again. Okay, the fan just turned off. Let's go ahead and power this unit back up. All in all, it took about 45 minutes running this diesel heater on high to clear all of that excess diesel fuel. If after an hour you still have white smoke, I would recommend reading an article on how to properly tune your diesel heater. I would not recommend using any standard diesel heater tuning charts that you find online, just because no two installs are going to be tuned exactly the same. Both the length and the number of bends in your intake, exhaust, and even the heater outlet pipes will necessitate a change in your heater's air and fuel settings, as will your altitude. As for how to properly utilize your newly installed fuel shutoff, simply wait for the fuel pump indicator to turn off before closing your valve. Then leave it closed until you're ready to use the heater again. Anyway, I hope this video proved helpful. Let me know if you have any heater related questions down in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.